Hi everyone, welcome to Essex County Eats. I'm your host, Dan Gemis, and today we try something a little different in the Walkerville area. It's Nola's, a taste of New Orleans. If you're looking for some fine dining, some steaks and seafood, this could be the place for you. Let's go inside and have a look.
Nola's was kind of a dream. It is a dream project for me, so I'm kind of living out my dream. I traveled down to New Orleans about 6 years ago. I literally just fell in love with the food and the culinary scene there, and it was just all new to me, and the flavors were just something I never tasted in my life. So from then on, I traveled back and forth to learn that cuisine, and I brought that cuisine home. Learning all that style of cooking, that style of food, those flavors, the sounds from the jazz, to the decor, the histories of Mardi Gras. There was a ton of history and things to learn. I was inspired by everything New Orleans, from the people, the food, the music. It was inspiring to bring that back here and create something which is now Nola's, a taste of New Orleans. It's two totally different styles of cooking and of flavors all put together. And so that's how you have the Cajun people and the Creole people. You mix them together, and that's how you get New Orleans. The contrast and the blend of the people that made these flavors and these styles of food. And we also focus a lot on heavy on seafood and fresh seafood. But we found that there was a lack of fine dining or casual dining, fresh seafood places. We really enjoy making the classic New Orleans dishes, such as jambalaya and gumbo, which are very, very laborious. They take all day to do it right. People come in and they're surprised by our flavors. They're like, wow, this is really, really different. And they thank us for it. The culinary scene in Windsor, like I said, is very diverse and it's great. So we get a lot of people that come in just to try something different. We source as much as possible locally, even especially with our seafood being a very seafood heavy menu. Freshness is very important, and they're phenomenal. They fly in lobsters for us from Nova Scotia. Our catfish comes in fresh, and it's important to have those things fresh so they can tell the difference. So it's very, very, very important to us, from the cleanliness in the kitchen and to the freshness of the food that's being delivered right to when it hits the plate. Quality is number one. I think you only get one shot with a new customer, when they come in, and so you have to impress them. We believe here at Nola's, if you don't support local, then the local's not going to support you. For the future of Nola's, I'd like to see us, we don't want to grow any bigger than we are. We're about a 100-seat restaurant, and that allows us to keep the quality where it's at, but we don't want to pump out, gratuitous amounts of food and sacrifice quality. I guess a big misconception about Cajun and Creole food is that it's spicy and that it's hot. But Cajun and Creole food is actually it is very spiced. So it's spicy, it's very flavorful. We use a lot of spices, there's a lot of flavor in the food. But unless you want it hot and spicy, you have to ask for that. Don't be afraid to try something different. Think outside the box a bit. Try Cajun Creole food, try some new seafood. We don't just have Cajun Creole and seafood, we also have steaks and things like chicken and waffles. So it's a very, very southern influence here. We're truly trying to create an experience here for someone when they're coming in to dine. From the minute you walk in, you're greeted by our hostess, and she gives you a set of Mardi Gras beads. The air is filled with live jazz when you walk in. We have an open concept kitchen, so you can smell the food right when you walk in. So we try to be as authentic as possible to give you a New Orleans experience. We'll never be New Orleans, but that's why we're called Nola's, a taste of New Orleans.
Hope you enjoyed this episode of Essex County Eats. If you know of a spot across Windsor and Essex County that you think would be a great fit for our show, give us a call or reach out to us. Our information is on the following screen. On behalf of all of us at the Dan Gemis Real Estate Team, thanks and see you soon.